Right now at 5, 65 bands over 3 days as HullabaLOU kicks off. Tonight's headliner, of course, Bon Jovi. That will be getting set. His own personal welcoming sign is going to welcome Bon Jovi to Louisville. And you're looking at a live picture at Churchill Downs where thousands of people are expected over the next 3 days. But along with the music come concerns about the heat. HullabaLOU, I like that, Jay. Good evening, I'm Vicki Dorch. And I'm Rick Van Hoos. Thousands of people are expected at HullabaLOU tonight and this weekend, despite the temperatures. Ann Bowden spoke to several emergency responders who are preparing for this weekend. She joins us now live from Churchill Downs. Ann, how is it?
Oh, it's hot, Rick and Vicki. It is definitely hot. It's brutal, actually. The longer you stay out here in this heat, the temperatures just continue to rise. But emergency responders are saying, chill out. Do what I'm doing. Get in front of one of these chill out fans and cool down. But if you can't get in front of one of these fans, there are about 70 of them out here. Emergency responders say bring the light clothing, the shoes, the sunscreen, and the water. But as much as they preach that, they know people will not follow their instructions. So it's the emergency responders that have to be prepared. 30,000 people a day, heat, alcohol, and rock and roll is a combination that has struck a chord of concern for area emergency responders because they know to expect the worst.
You'll get nauseated, weak, lightheaded, dizzy, and you'll have some palpitations possibly. Blood pressure can drop.
Common symptoms of heat exhaustion that are sure to happen.
Obviously, all public safety agencies are put on alert when there's an event of that magnitude. And so with that in mind, we have a contingency plan already in place.
Louisville Fire has put all of its engine stations on alert for HullabaLOU, in addition to a special contingency plan at Churchill Downs to help with possible heat illnesses.
And some of the things that we do is we send extra units to be staged there at all times.
Firefighters have to be prepared to use their paramedic skills at the drop of a hat. But they're just one part of this heat safety plan.
We do a lot of events, NASCAR, PGA Tour, NCAA football, NCAA baseball.
Ray Puglisi knows how to get people chilled out. More than 70 of these fans will be placed in tents and stations called chill zones at the track. The light mist quickly hits the skin, cools it, then evaporates.
We've done a lot of events where the medical staff after an event would come in and speak to us and say, thank you so much, you helped reduce the number of heat-related exhaustion and heat-related injuries in regards to your misting fans.
In addition to the firefighters, the cool zones, Yellow Ambulance will also be surveying these hotlands.
We have stations throughout the infield and over here on this side, on the front side of the track. And we also have crews that will be walking.
Most of our problems, I think, will be heat and dehydration and what we call syncope, people kind of collapsing a little bit.
But emergency responders say you don't have to become a victim if you listen to your body and use a little less alcohol and more common sense.
It's a fun event. Enjoy the music, but be aware that it is hot. Consider that and hydrate as much as possible.
Now, the emergency responders, Rick and Vicki, that we spoke to, they said they're hoping for the best, but they really are expecting the worst. They know how people can be out in these festivities. They're here to have a good time, and sometimes they're not thinking about the heat. They're thinking about that good time and the rock and roll. But again, some of those common sense, bring the good shoes, the sunscreen, plenty of sunscreen. Emergency responders say you'd be surprised how many people have serious sunburns out here. It's not just heat exhaustion. Also, the water, the Gatorade. Just be sure that you're prepared for this hot kitchen out here. All right, well, I'm Ann Bowden, reporting live from Churchill Downs and HullabaLOU. Rick, Vicki?
All right, thank you, Ann.